Hey guys, it's Angela, and I'm here to review tonight's Pretty Little Liars Season 5, Episode 22, To Plea or Not to Plea. And I'm super excited with one bit that went on in this episode, but that's more toward the end, so I have to wait and talk about it. But anyway, the episode starts out with Allie talking to her lawyer. She still really wants to take the stand and tell her side of the story, and the lawyer is still saying, no, don't do this. It would be a big mistake. And she tells them that Cyrus was the one who set her up, but because of the kidnapping story she told about him, no one would believe her after that. She also mentions that she might have someone else that can verify her story, but they cannot give her the alibi on the night or the day that Mona was murdered. Obviously, she's talking about Mike, and the lawyer's like, well, it really won't help you because they can't give you an alibi. The DA, we find out, is offering her a plea bargain, and it consists of telling them, obviously, she's guilty, taking the plea, and then they also want to know her accomplice. They don't think she did it by herself, and it's obvious that the police are honing in on someone. Allison asks her lawyer who it is, and she openly just says, oh, it's Hanna Marin. Like, all right. But she tells her that if Allie takes the plea, she could be out in 15 years, 10 with good behavior. So we go to England, and Melissa is there. I was so excited. There's no sign of Ren anywhere, which was kind of a bummer, but I was really excited to see Melissa again. It's been too damn long. And Spencer's wanting to go home, but her mother has scheduled an interview at St. Andrews. Melissa is telling her that she might need time away from Toby for a fresh start. It would be a good idea. And she goes on to say that the best part of London is getting a fresh start away from all the Rosewood drama. I just think Spencer needs to go back to Rosewood and be with Toby again. That's just my thoughts. So the girls find out that Cyrus has taken a turn for the worse. He is now in the ICU, which is really no shock considering we saw Mummy A going after him last week. I was convinced he was dead, but apparently Mummy A did not take it all the way, and Cyrus is just simply in the ICU. Emily wants to talk to Ezra about Barjack because he was writing a novel, and she says that he might have run across the name before. Yeah, because he was freaking Barjack. I mean, that's the only other reference I've heard in the damn show was him calling Allie Holly Golightly. And that would make him Barjack because Barjack was the writer, but whatever. Veronica and Ashley are talking about how the cops think Hanna is Allie's accomplice, and Tanner found remains of a body or bone fragments in the barrel of acid. So they obviously couldn't get an ID. Any case that they're building against Hanna is going to be shaky at best, especially because they don't have Mona's body. But we find out that they find a drop of blood, of Hanna's blood on Mona's clothes. So they found Mona's clothes and they found Hanna's blood on them. So yeah, that's what they're building their case on, but who knows? It's going to be a really, really rocky case in my opinion. And I didn't know that that was enough to issue an arrest warrant. And the lawyer got Allie so riled up about the trial that she is strongly considering taking a plea at this point. Emily is still pushing Arya to talk to Ezra, but she's kind of like, it might be a little bit awkward. And Hanna is freaking out that Tanner will go after Caleb next, especially with the stuff that's on the computer. He says if she had enough evidence, she would have arrested her by now. And they need to talk to Toby and find out what sort of things the cops have. Good luck with that, because Toby's lips are zipped shut. Emily is talking to Ezra, and he says he's never seen the name Barjack in his research. And I said, funny how he doesn't mention shit about calling Allie Holly Golightly. Instead, he's playing around and telling her that since Mona was looking for A, the lawyer might be involved in looking for A. I was like, think not, because these bitches don't tell anybody, any position of authority, anything. Like, if there's one person that can help them out, that's the one person they're going to avoid at all costs. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But we find out that shady shit is going on with Mona's lawyer. Super shady stuff. So Spencer and Melissa are having this super weird bonding time. And Melissa is apologizing to Spencer for not really protecting her, but more protecting herself. She says she thinks about what she did every day, and you find out what you're capable of when something happens to the people you love, and the girls agree to start over. This is not going to last long. Nothing good on PLL ever lasts long, just saying. Ezra goes to see Mona's lawyer, and he's trying to find out if Mona hired him or if someone else hired him. And this is the shady part. He says an innocent girl is accused of murder, and the only way she might get off is if the lawyer helps. But how is he so sure Allie is innocent? He could have said any phrase, you know, like, I believe this girl is innocent. But no, he said an innocent girl is accused of murder. I still think Ezra knows something. What do you guys think? I am been on this kick since his big reveal back in season 4, I think, and was not satisfied with the way they wrapped that up. As you all know, if you've watched any of my PLL videos, I still think Ezra is shady and creepy, and the fact that he said an innocent girl is accused of murder, that really stood out to me, because it's like, how are you 100% sure she is innocent, Ezra Fitz? So the lawyer is leaving the office, and he's on the phone with someone and is in a rush. So Emily, Ezra, and Aria follow him, as they always do on Pretty Little Liars. Allie goes back to her cell and finds that it has been trashed, along with a note to take the plea. And we see her makeup bag on the floor. I haven't seen Allie wear makeup one time in prison. What's up with that? Like, you need to do your face. I mean, I know I'm not one to talk tonight, but seriously, not one time. And it's just sitting there on her jail cell floor. I thought maybe she didn't have it, that maybe she wasn't allowed to bring it in. But no, it's there. I saw some mascara, clear as day. Do your face. Put some of it on, unless you're just saving it for your trial. And Hanna comes home to Ashley, furious and demanding answers. Hanna tells her about the storage unit, all about what happened, how it was rented one day before Mona's murder in her name, and all of Mona's things were in there, and that someone is framing Allie, and now they are framing her, but she still doesn't mention A. And I was like, Hanna, you're a dumb bitch. You need to come clean to your mom. Tell her what is going on. Tell her about A. One of these parents needs to find out this season about A. That would make me really happy, I think. And I think I would prefer it to be Ashley. I know it's never going to be Veronica, but that would be the one that I would, like, you know, want to know above anybody else. But second would be Ashley, and I really think that she needs to find out this season pronto, especially with Hanna now in prison. Okay, Ezra goes, they're in the car, and Ezra sees Andrew's text that he sent Aria. It was this really awkward Ezra scene, and Mona's lawyer's car is pulling in through these gates. Emily runs out and follows him, but because Ezra is having this awkward moment, they miss the open gate, and so they're stuck outside while Emily is following creepy lawyer inside this compound, I guess. I don't know, it's a gated property. A gated residential property. I was about to say gated community or compound. I was like, what? Okay. And then the lawyer goes into the building and he's on the phone with someone and asking for a combination. It is a combination to a safe where he is clearing out tons of cash and a lot of paperwork. And Emily's watching him do this. She makes this huge noise, of course, might I just say. And the lawyer runs to the window. He has a gun, guys. This is serious. Something is going on with this guy. I'm thinking he is, like, afraid for his life. Otherwise, why would he have a gun? He doesn't really strike me as the evildoer type. So obviously he is afraid of something or someone, but who? That's where this question comes in. Who is this guy afraid of? Who really hired this guy? Do we think it was Mona? Or do we think it was someone else? I'm kind of leaning towards someone else at this point, but I don't know. A little break there. A little water break. So we go to the jail, and all the inmates are pretty much given Aria. Hey, Aria's in jail now, in case you didn't watch this episode. We go to the jail, and all the inmates are giving Allison shade. There's 2 in the laundry room with her. And they kind of, you know, do their thing, and then they leave real quick. And Allie knows that something's going on, so she tries to leave, but she finds the doors are locked. And then she lets out this ear-piercing scream. We later see her on the phone with her lawyer, Rebecca. And she has a gash on her arm, and she's begging to be moved somewhere else. Yeah. And she wants to take the plea deal for protection at this point. But we find out later that that's not going to happen. Okay, guys, can Spencer not enjoy the company of the opposite sex without sticking her tongue down their throat? Come on. Let's see. We had Johnny, and now we have Colin. What the hell is going on? Spoby shipper through and through. I just wanted her to get her shit together and stop blaming Toby for everything, because he is not guilty here. Like, if she would just pay attention, he would know, or she would know that, you know, Tanner was onto her and Toby had to keep his distance. He didn't do it by choice here, but no, she's being a dumb bitch. Second dude, number 2, looking for a rebound man, and it's just really pissing me off. Like, all these new romances are just annoying. They are. They are. I mean, I think Colin's cute, and I like the British accent, but no, get away, go away. Andrew, go away. Everybody that is new, go the hell away. Veronica goes to see Allie in jail, and she's telling her not to take the plea. It would be a bad idea. Allie thinks that if she goes to trial, she will lose for sure. And Veronica is bringing up Hanna, and how Hanna, if Hanna is really innocent and Allie takes the plea, she's going to have to live with that guilt for the rest of her life. Well, Allie's already told so many lies. What's one more on top of it? And let's see. Toby would not tell Caleb what they had on Hanna exactly, but he did tell him that a judge issued an arrest warrant for Hanna. And Caleb wants Hanna to talk to Tanner about A. Hanna is scared of retaliation. She says, I would basically be doing to Spencer, Aria, and Emily what Allie did to all of us if I mentioned A, because our little precarious house of cards would come crumbling down really quickly. And Tanner would know everything, even about New York and Aria and Shauna. And I'm thinking, Hanna, that's not your problem. That's Aria's problem. You should just say something about A. So they go to the police station, and Hanna has all the A text in her phone, and she walks in, asks to speak to Tanner. They go to get Tanner, and Hanna opens up the newest A text. All of her A texts start deleting mysteriously. They're all being wiped from her phone. Someone has hacked in. Have these girls not learned anything at all? Like, seriously, you always make doubles. Like, send the text to an email and print it out or something like that. This is ridiculous. They're being so dumb. And then Hannah's like freaking out because her phone was erased. You had that coming because you didn't save backup anywhere. And you know how good of a hacker A is. Wow. Even though I'm really pissed that Hannah's, you know, being drugged into all of this, I still think that she needed to be smarter and save evidence. But obviously she didn't. So everyone being the girls, finds out that Hannah's been arrested for murder, and they all figure out their A messages have been erased. We didn't see Spencer finding out hers have been erased though, but that was probably because she was in London. But I did watch a really good Spencer is a video today from Gemma_XOXO, and I will link that down below. I don't know if I believe Spencer's A, but it is really good and it really made me think. So you guys should definitely check that out. It was crazy. Okay, done lost where I was, cause yeah. Okay. They are trying to tell Hanna not to worry because they have the Varjak receipt that Emily picked up from the mysterious place where the lawyer went with the phone number on it. And later on, Emily does call, but we don't hear anything. We don't hear a voicemail. We don't hear Emily actually talking to them. Of course we don't. Nothing new there. Allie does not take the plea, we find out, but Tanner has found the clothes with Mona's clothes with Hannah's blood on them, and that's why she was arrested. And Melissa lied again. Spencer wants to go home so bad, and Melissa told her she had set up an interview at St. Andrews, but she didn't. Turns out last week, Veronica saw that Allie was being offered a plea deal, and she had to say one of the girls was her accomplice, and they were afraid it was going to be Spencer. So Melissa was protecting Spencer yet again. Yet again. I'm so tired of that excuse. It's like the 5th time they've used it in this show. It's getting old. Be honest. Stop trying to help. Stop trying to protect her. She's a big girl. She's been dealing with a shit. I think she can handle this. Ezria is meeting on a bench, and this is my favorite scene in the entire episode. Hashtag end of Ezria. Hashtag YE frickin' yes. We have been waiting. I have been waiting. I'm not sure about y'all. I'm sure there are plenty of Ezria shippers watching this right now, and I'm so sorry. But I have been waiting for the end of Ezria for quite some time. I'm pretty sure they'll get back together later on because they were saying, you know, they still want to be a part of each other's lives. But for now, it is done, and he looks kind of old in that lighting and that hair. And I was just like, okay, old man, you've aged quite a bit. I know it's just the lighting though, but still. So excited about that scene. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. Allie is cleaning out a fresh wound when Hanna walks in her prison orange, and obviously Hanna thinks that Allie ratted her out and took the plea deal because she gives her major stink eye. And the DA is willing to let Allison serve her sentence in a minimum security prison in Pennsylvania, but at the last minute she basically tells her lawyer she's not taking the plea. So I think that what she said last week's episode where, you know, she was genuinely sorry, I think that was Allie being genuine for once, even though it was really hard for me to believe her. I think she really did feel bad, and that's why she's staying there, to protect Hanna. Because she has no reason not to take the plea. You know, when she goes to court and if she loses, that means life in prison. So there's no other reason that she would stay there except for Hanna. But you know, I'm kind of starting to see Allie's point of view a little bit and get more on her side. But anyway, what did you guys think of this episode? Did you think it pointed to Ezra a little bit like it did last week? Maybe not so much as it did last week, but especially with him making the comment that an innocent girl had been arrested for murder. Are you guys getting more excited about the finale or just kind of wanting it to be here already? I know that if we do not have a good finale for sure, I'm seriously going to consider stopping the show, stop watching it, because I'm just so sick of all these questions and not really getting any answers. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought down below. I would love hearing from you. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!